So today I want to continue discussing another factor that is leading to a tremendous amount of anxiety and angst for kids and teens, and to discuss a few possible remedies that you can start to institute in your home today. So today's kids, by and large, are holding the steering wheel. They're in charge in terms of how much time they're spending on their devices and what kinds of content it is that they are ingesting and integrating from their time spent online. By and large, this content is incredibly superficial and shallow, having almost everything to do with the external: appearances, perfect selfies, filters, photoshopping endlessly until they have that perfect selfie. Just content that has a lot to do with materialism, consumption, buying into a certain kind of image, portraying something, very, very superficial content. And whether or not parents are aware of it, kids, just like adults, do yearn for meaning and purpose. We all yearn for meaning and purpose. And when a person is really only ingesting and integrating truly purposeless content, this will result in very, very pervasive feelings of anxiety, angst, and turmoil, because our insides, our soul, is craving something very, very different, and it's not getting that. So they're not going to be resourceful enough to say, hey, there needs to be a resolution for this, so it's up to us as parents to really implement that for them. So a simple solution, obviously, is to be far more discerning about what kinds of content it is that your child is ingesting. Just like you're going to be discerning about what kind of food it is that they ingest, you're also going to be discerning about what kind of content it is that they're discerning, because it's affecting their whole self and their whole sense of self. So there's that piece: what kinds of content, and of course, to what extent. How much time do you actually want them spending on their device? And this is a very, open and frank conversation that you should and can have with your child, and I encourage you to do that, and I encourage you to set up some very, very firm limits that are open and transparent with your child. So there's that obvious remedy. Control the content, control the amount of content that they are ingesting. Another piece that I recommend wholeheartedly is for you to start infusing really inspiring content into your child's life. There is no better source of inspiration for your kid than you. You're their parent. You know them best. And you have a whole lifetime of experiences and memories that you can share with them. So I really encourage you to start having inspiring conversations with your children, even very young children. Inspiring conversations about things that you're really interested in, things that you're passionate about, something beautiful that you saw while you were running an errand, a conversation that you had that you found to be really, really interesting. Lying in the grass and looking at the clouds and talking about what it is that you see and what it is that you feel being outside, just really starting to infuse purpose and meaning into the context, into the space that is taking place between you and your children. I promise you, they will be hungry for more, and so will you. Another really great thing that you can do is to be creative together. So as a creative arts therapist, I firmly believe in the creative process and what it can open up for individuals, for families, for groups, for entire systems. Art bypasses so much that our words defend against. So something really, really simple that you can do with your child today is make a collage. These are a few collages that I recently made with my family, with my children. All different kinds of media put together, and what's really great about collage is that it does not have to be perfect, and you don't have to know how to draw. You don't need to know how to paint or to sculpt, and some things that can be really intimidating to some people. All this requires is a piece of paper, scissors. You don't even need scissors. You can tear if you want to. I sometimes do prefer to tear into things rather than cut them perfectly. Glue and some old magazines, newspapers, things that you probably have lying around. And you guys can decide that you want to do a collage on a really simple theme, or just do a collage for the fun of it. And then you can talk about what you see and feel in each other's collages or about your own collage. And you will be amazed by what doing something creative together as a family, what kinds of conversations will just organically start to pop up, because everyone starts feeling really relaxed, really good, really enjoying themselves and enjoying being together. The conversations will be rich and textured and fun. It's such an important thing to have fun with your kids. And I think that it can also start opening up some doors of inspiration for you guys to really feel inspired and connected together. So you can create the content that your kids are looking at, that they're feeling. They can create the content that they're looking at, that they're creating, that they're ingesting, and maybe that they want to share with their friends to inspire them to do the same. All right, thanks. Take care.